What up?
Hello, what's up? What up?
How we doing? This is episode 3 of 5. We fucked up last week and said 4. It's 5. It's been 5 the whole time.
It's 5 of 4. 5 of 3. I don't know.
I was gonna make it 3 of 3, but that was it's a whole mess.
Doug says he doesn't understand what is happening anymore.
Is it moving to international football after this? No. This is gonna be it. This is the end of the show. It's not this, but like
he's quitting on me.
After 5 episodes, we're done the show. And I don't know. We'll figure something out. Maybe next season we'll do it.
He's gonna quit on me. I'm gonna have to find somebody else to do a show with.
Oh, that's cool, B-ups. I look forward to golf season. Yeah. I don't really follow anything quite like football. I used to follow hockey a little, but the Devils sucking as much as they do. It's hard to follow hockey anymore. So anyway, enough about all that. This is episode 3 of 5 for Hail Married. Me and my beautiful, wonderful co-host. My wife.
Mm-hmm.
As the title says, there's going to be conference championship coverage, Washington's new name, and Tom Brady talk, and more. And more is to be determined. One thing for certain is somebody's getting measured today. I'll tell you that. So that's going to be fun. But
we'll save that to the end.
Yeah, we'll save that later on after the show's done and all that. But yeah, let's get right into it. Yeah. So we will switch over to covering the championship game, starting with
Cincinnati and the Chiefs.
Yes, the Chiefs and Cincinnati. So we have. I'm here for the carnage measuring. No, wrong week.
Measuring of what?
Wrong week. So, Chiefs and Bengals.
Yeah, this game hurt.
Not me.
It hurt me.
Not me.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm glad Cincinnati won, but just how they won came down to a coin toss that the Chiefs won. And then friggin' Patrick Mahomes throws an interception to where sets up Cincinnati, gets the ball, and then they score a field goal for the win.
Which we're going to get into a little thing that's going to be the theme of today.
I do want to...
Let me check my notes. Hold up. Let me check my notes. It says right here.
There we go, that ego.
I told you so. There it goes, right there. I told you so. I fucking told you. Here's what I told you. 1, I told you the Bengals were going to win. 2, I told you the coin flip does not determine the game. Just because you get the ball first does not mean the game's over. You still have a defense.
Well, let's just call it what it is, okay? In the game against the Bills, Patrick Mahomes played perfection. In this game, first half he played good. Second half, I don't know what the hell happened during halftime, but he came back and he was not playing at his best.
Do you ever think maybe
2 interceptions in the second half?
Do you ever think maybe the Buffalo Bills' defense wasn't at its best?
I mean, yeah.
And that's what happened?
I mean, that game was it was amazing. I mean, yeah, okay, the Bills, the defense there, they could have stopped them, but we're not here to talk about that. That game is gone and long over with. Now, the Chiefs are knocked out. No Super Bowl with the Chiefs be the first time in, 3 years? 2 years? 3 years?
Something like that.
Without Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady. Oh, what a Super Bowl it will be.
Shy says hi, by the way.
Hello, Shy.
My dudes. So you got... I mean, you don't have a Patrick Mahomes Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl, no, but you have the Joe Burrow show. And quite frankly, that's the channel I'm all of a sudden watching because I told you so. I've been saying the Bengals are going to go to the fucking Super Bowl since week 6, and here they are going to the goddamn Super Bowl.
So, Joe Burrow, just to put it in perspective, all right, he had 23 successful throws out of 38. He threw for 250 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. He rushed for 25 yards and had 5 carries. Patrick Mahomes had 26 out of 39, 26 being successful out of 39 attempts, 275 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and had 3 carries and rushed for 19 yards.
So what are you getting at?
I was just saying, I'm excusez-moi.
No, you're fine. So Patrick Mahomes won't be in the Super Bowl. What's up, Silent? Silent Maze being the homie from Countdown to Geektown.
Hello. A Tennessee Titan fan, right?
Tennessee Titans fan. Right.
You guys may possibly get Aaron Rodgers. Who knows? I'm still fan. Steelers stuff.
So, just to cover the game a little bit here. I mean, as you kind of already said, Chiefs just came out firing on all cylinders. Just wanted nothing more but to just put the game away right away, and then something happened at halftime.
I think they got cocky. Honestly, I just think that they were like, "Oh, we got this in the bag. You know, we're the Kansas City Chiefs. We had an awesome game last week against the Bills. We're gonna whoop Cincinnati's ass," and they got their asses handed to them. I mean, he did not play good, and the mistakes he made were his fault.
And there's something to talk about. You mentioned this to me earlier, obviously, off the show. That there was a play at the end of the first half with Tyreek Hill.
Oh, yeah, which
got messed up. I mean, it was a risk that they took. They were at like the 2-yard line or something.
They were second and goal. There was a few seconds left on the clock. What they should have did, they could have
kicked the field.
They could have kicked the field goal and then went into the half with the 3 extra points, which it could mean that Kansas City could be moving forward, and Cincinnati being, have to go back home.
What's interesting about that is,
but they didn't.
Right, and because they didn't, they don't just lose the opportunity for points; they lose the momentum.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So they come.
That was the last play.
They go into that locker room feeling kind of, the wind taken out of their sails, and maybe that's what makes them come out not firing.
Yeah, that was the last play of the second half, and he threw it to Tyreek Hill. Don't get me wrong, Tyreek Hill is fast, but I mean, Cincinnati just had an answer and just knocked him down.
So B-Dub says, when Tom Brady ain't in the Super Bowl, and the next Tom Brady ain't in the Super Bowl, that's my kind of Super Bowl. Are you telling me you think Mahomes is the next Tom Brady? So first of all, let me just clear one thing
This
out.
goes into our one topic that we have.
Oh, we'll get there. We're going to discuss Tom Brady a little bit more later on. But first,
no, the other one.
How many fucking topics we got?
No, the AFC versus the NFC.
Oh, yeah. So, not your words. I mean, look, in the past couple of years, Mahomes has been absolutely insane, right? Like he's been really good. But I say Mahomes is the beginning of what we're about to see as far as a new
wave.
Not just a new wave, but like almost like a new meta as far as quarterbacks go.
Yeah.
It's no longer stay in the pocket, look down the field, go through your progressions, make the throw. Now it's becoming more of a not just a mobile quarterback, but a quarterback that can do better with his arm, but can certainly extend the play with his legs to the extent of a Patrick Mahomes or a Josh Allen even. Kyler Murray, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of quarterbacks.
Lamar Jackson, he actually is the one that really started that, if you think about it.
Well, no, that was just a running QB. I mean, that goes all the way back.
that we started seeing it like when he came into the league, and then other quarterbacks picking up on that.
Yeah, but
here's the play right here.
I don't just mean here's the Tyreek Hill play. I don't just mean the extension, the running quarterback, but the extension of the play thing. Lamar Jackson, he looks down the field, he doesn't see anything, he's taking off.
Yeah.
Mahomes is going to wait and be patient, kind of just do whatever he can. But Mahomes' new contract is about to kick in. Chiefs won't be able to afford to surround him with as much talent. Yeah, that's true too. That's something to talk about. But
Tom Brady never did that. You never heard in the news or reports of him taking a mega contract because he wanted to make sure that his players stayed with him and they were getting paid as well.
Right. So that's kind of my point here. Is it's like what we see of the Chiefs today might not be what we see of the Chiefs a year from now, because it's going to be a different team, and I don't know.
Well, that's going to really show what Patrick Mahomes is really made out of.
Yeah.
If he can succeed and bring these different teams that he has through the years to the Super Bowl or to the championship, then that says something. So we shall see, but it's going to be hard because just think of all the quarterbacks you have in that league. You have Josh Allen in that conference. You have Josh Allen. You have Joe Burrow. You have, you have a lot.
Justin Herbert,
who's up and coming. Oh, yeah. I think people forget about him, but they almost made the playoffs, and and the Steelers weren't going to make it, and it was almost them. But
so anyway, for time's sake, let's move on here. Chiefs lost. They go home. Cincinnati is our first Super Bowl contender. On to Rams and 49ers, second game. So this game was, oh man.
Debo couldn't do it all, Samuels.
So I mean, it was kind of closer than I think a lot of people expected.
Yeah. I thought, honestly, it was going to be a blowout, to be honest.
I said the 49ers were going to win, and they fucking almost did. And I think a lot of people thought it was going to be a blowout. But
if they didn't throw that interception, if Jimmy G didn't throw the interception at the end, it could be a different discussion.
Could be. But I mean, if their offense didn't do it the rest of the game, what makes you think it would have done it then, you know? but I mean, it really comes down to just, I think they just play them twice a year, the Rams and the 49ers. So I mean, if there's a team that's going to be able to beat them, a team that high caliber, and have a team, you know, kind of like the 49ers, not exactly the greatest team in the world, but, you know, get it together when they need to, I guess. They have to be division rivals for that kind of David and Goliath matchup there.
We're definitely seeing that. Especially with the two coaches, Kyle Shanahan and what's his name? I'm
blanking on it too. I know.
Sean McVay. Yeah. Sean McVay. They came up from Washington, coached together. They were like really good friends and stuff. And then it showed, like, I guess before this game started, all week they were saying that Kyle Shanahan like outplayed or beat.
So like this right here. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Beat Sean McVay like multiple times. I think Sean McVay only won like maybe twice out of like 10 or 11 times that they've met over the years. So like Kyle Shanahan normally has Sean McVay's number, and you know.
So check this out. This is what I mean by like just well coached, well, you know, strategic wise. Look, incredible special teams play here, and I mean that's the kind of shit that they kept, you know, this game close with, because it was just good defense. It was good special teams.
Let's be honest, the Rams didn't play their best game. Okay, you didn't hear Aaron Donald's name really called throughout this whole game. You didn't hear Von Miller. San Fran was doing what they were supposed to do. It's just their offense, you know, I call it like it is. Jimmy G kind of messed that up for them.
Oh, well, I think
in the final play.
I think Jimmy G got them further than anyone thought.
Well, yeah, of course.
So that's cool. At least they got that going for them, you know? So yeah, that was that. San Fran couldn't pull it out. They lost in the end by a field goal. Matt Stafford takes another fourth quarter victory again, and now we have the Rams and the Bengals Super Bowl.
I just seen a comment. I just told Carnage before we got on here, I thought was funny, and saying, okay, you have Matthew Stafford in the Super Bowl, and then you have Eminem performing at halftime. This is the closest that Detroit has ever been to the big game. I just thought that was funny.
I think it's funny.
I thought it was hilarious.
So, I mean, we're not going to really discuss who we're picking as far as Super Bowl picks go yet, because that'll be next week's episode. We got a whole week of no competitive football happening.
Well, they have the Pro Bowl. I mean, we'll touch a little bit about that, but we'll just more so talk about like our predictions for halftime, and you know.
Next week's going to be the Super Bowl episode.
Yeah,
and
kind of just bullshit with you guys.
About it now, there's a couple of other off-season things that we're going to talk about at halftime. And we'll go to there. The first one being the Washington football team is going to be announcing their new name
on Wednesday.
Right.
2-2-2-2. That's all I can't forget it, because when they announced it, it was like big and it said 2-2-2-2 for February 2nd, 2002. 2022. Damn, I don't even know what year it is.
There's a bunch of projected names, like things that people say that leaked, and
the groundhog, because it's Groundhog's Day.
But out of all of them, let's do this. Which name would you want to see? Have you seen any of them? And there's really one that stands out.
I kind of came accustomed to the Washington football team, to be honest.
Oh, they're not going to keep it.
I mean, I know they're obviously not going to keep it, but I mean, at this point, I feel like any other name that they would come up with is going to be, in my opinion, probably be stupid. Like,
who got these highlights? These are against the Giants. We can't watch this.
Like, one of them was going to be, I heard, what was the not Beavers, what were they going to be called? A rumor has a Commander or something like that.
Commanders
because of where they're located.
Red Wolves was another one.
I think they couldn't be Red Wolves because it was with a school or something like that. So they couldn't do that. One of them was a type of animal, but I can't remember Beaver. I keep coming back to a beaver. I don't know why.
BNGs.
The Capital. Oh no, they can't do Capitals because that's the basketball team.
Close. It's hockey.
No hockey. It shows you what I know.
Yeah. We do football.
Presidents. El Presidentes. I don't know.
I'd like to see like. I mean, what I like to see, and I doubt they'll do, is like take the road of, instead of calling yourself the Washington somethings, call yourself the DC somethings.
Yeah, there you go.
I think it was, who was it? Maybe the American
Defenders.
Alliance
That's what they were talking about.
It was the DC Defenders.
DC Defenders was like one of them. Which I mean,
well, no, that was a team
bad.
already. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, it was.
That was like in not arena. I think it was American Alliance Football League or something like that. Something that happened. But anyway, my point is maybe not DC Defenders, but go with DC something.
I don't understand why they couldn't have kept Redskin and just been like potato. Like they could be a potato. Like seriously, like it could be a potato. What's wrong with that?
So the Washington Red Hogs, is that what you think it was?
Something, maybe something.
Because I think
like
I've seen that one already.
Yeah, it was something. I know it was some animal that was like close because they did like a poll, I guess, of names, and they were gonna pick, I guess, the winner of that poll, supposedly, or something like that.
Yeah.
I heard. I could be wrong. I don't know.
I don't know. I guess of the names that I've seen so far, I'd like it to be the Washington Generals the most, just because I would want a division rival to be named after the worst team in sports history.
Yeah, and they couldn't be the Defenders because that means they have to have a good defense.
Well, they're supposed to have a good defense.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Chase Young got hurt at the beginning of the season, but I mean, he's not the only one on their defense.
Okay, so if you're the owner, you announce the new name. Is there anything else you put in that press conference? By the way, starting this day, because I mean, they've had this name issue. They've had the cheerleader scandal issue.
First, I'd get rid of their GM.
Hold on. They've had the issue with Gruden.
Mm-hmm.
They've had the handrail issue at the end of the season where it fell on Jalen Hurts of the Eagles.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that? So you have all these issues, and you come out in a press conference and you go, by the way, we have a new name. How do you handle that? Because you're going to get asked a million questions.
Now, Ron Rivera, he's a saint because think of everything. He had to deal with all that shit coming in. They're probably going to make him announce the name because that's what they've been doing. When there was all that stuff going on with controversy, with some other things, I think last year or something, he had to address it. Something with the cheerleaders. Mm-hmm. And then they need to get rid of their owner. Their owner.
Well, how do you get rid of an owner?
I know. Well, the NFL needs to fire him or say, look.
Well, there's investigations about it. I mean, we'll see how far they go. That's the reason why they're doing the investigation. Right?
All the investigations that happened with John Gruden all stem from Washington. So, like, come on. I don't know.
Yeah. Silent Maze has it. They'll leak another email from another coach. That's the conspiracy. Is that like
it makes sense.
The NFL doesn't want to get rid of their owners, so instead they're leaking emails from John.
That's their way of punishing them.
Well, no, that's the diversion. It's like no, he's the bad guy. See.
But see, then that just makes it look like.
Makes it look worse.
Makes it look worse. Makes it look like Washington is untouchable. Like like their owner can pretty much do everything. Like. Yeah. He's racist. He's like, come on now. Like he's.
Well, it's getting a little too hot button for.
Against he's sexist. Against
all right. See, that's it. Next topic. No, I think Washington is hopefully not just announcing a new name, but kind of rebranding themselves. Moving forward, we're going to see a different organization. We'll see. I doubt it, especially being a division rival, but you know.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. We mentioned earlier we would talk more about them. So, we were remiss of a football podcast to not touch on the big rumor that happened this weekend.
It's happening, guys, probably.
We don't know if it's happening or not, but god damn it. I almost had a whole nother I told you so moment right there because last week I said he was retiring.
And I said
when he got sacked in the one play when he got sacked, knocked down, whatever it was, he was on his back, and you just seen the look of someone that was done. Just did not
look defeated.
He was done. And Tom Brady, if you haven't figured it out by now, is who we're talking about. He had a little bit of an issue this weekend. Someone in his inner circles or whatever.
He was so I got the scoop. So he was recording something. I don't know if it was a podcast or something for ESPN or maybe that Man in the Mirror thing, recording an episode, and it got leaked from that camp. Like from that recording type thing. And then what happened was, so they leaked that. Nobody said anything. Tom Brady didn't say nothing. But then his father went on a sports radio show, I believe in Tampa, and said that, oh, it's not true. His son's not retiring. But like, they're saying mum's the word. Like,
well, that's Afton Scheffler on the on the case, y'all. I got the scoop. Phantom, what's up, homie? Yeah, I think he's done, and I think he wanted to do it on his own terms, and because that didn't happen, now they're trying to be like, no, he's not retired. He's done. I think he's just gonna wait for this whole thing.
Well, they said he's supposed to make an announcement. Like, they're supposed to say something soon, supposedly, according to the media. So we shall see.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he does, but I really thought he would, at least the way he went out, the way this year happened with Antonio
Brown. You know how
Brown
much work it would be for him to go again, though? Because you got to think, it's not just, oh, let me just go play another season.
Yeah.
It's, let me go find another team.
You don't think he would play for Tampa Bay?
I mean, I find it hard to believe that Tampa Bay would just let him go.
I do know that a lot of people that they signed were just for like 1 year. So I know like Chris Godwin, they franchise tagged him. So his tag is coming up.
Right, but my point is that would mean
Leonard
Tom
Fournette.
Brady wants to come back. I'm not so sure he would want to come back to the Buccaneers if he did.
Yeah, because if he did, he might have to rebuild. Does he want to come back to a rebuild?
Right, and then like for him to go to a finished team, now he has to compete with Aaron Rodgers, who might be doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, not only that, he just fucking moved 2 years ago. And I'm not suggesting he can't just up and move, call someone up, hey, come.
But yeah, when he was staying in a place for 20 years, and his kids are still young. Well, he has one kid. His oldest is going to start high school, but he still has young kids.
And I mean, off of what? So he
him.
Can just retire, or so he can just
play another year or two.
Another year or two, right? Like I think it's
when you break it down.
I mean,
and the comment that he made too about his family and being there for his children. He never made comment like that before. You know, every year they're like, "Oh, is this the year Tom Brady's gonna retire?" But I don't know. It just felt different this year. Like the comment that he made about his family and was like, I really need to consider what I want to take some time, spend with them, and really figure out what I want to do. And
Silent May says Brady kicks Jimmy G out of San Fran.
Yeah, I could see Aaron Rodgers possibly going there too, somewhere warm. But that's. But I think as much as he's addicted to this game, I don't know. I think he's hanging up the cleats or the shoes and being on his way.
That's a hell of a spot for him to end up there. Damn, you got me thinking about it.
He would obviously, or he could go to Miami.
Yeah, Miami's not really that complete though. San Fran proved how complete they are. Damn, that
could you imagine Debo and Tom Brady, or even still like Debo and Aaron Rodgers? Like,
well, not to mention you get Tom Brady. He's kind of a package deal, right? I'm not saying that you get
Gronk too.
Not just Gronk, but I'm just saying how many players. Because you got to think at a certain point, we're going to start maybe seeing flashes of what the NBA does. NBA, one player goes to a team, and all of a sudden they're like, "Hey, come over here, come over here."
Is Antonio Brown gonna go there?
I don't think Antonio Brown should be.
I'm just saying, Antonio was Patriot.
Number two, no, I think you'll start seeing people that have that taste for championship rings and start seeing these stacked teams like your Rams. I mean, Rams ain't going to be stacked after this year, but you get where I'm going.
Well, no, I think they signed a contract. I think Von Miller signed for like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, but not all of them did. That's the point.
Yeah.
And besides all that, my point majorly is like, just like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers did. They went out and got all these people they needed to make a quick little, let's see what we can do with Tom Brady while we have him deal.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if San Fran got Tom Brady, they're going to make some moves and see what they can get.
But who's to say you sign everybody? Like, look, Tampa Bay, they signed everybody back from the winning Super Bowl team. And, I mean, it fell apart. But think about it, though. Tom Brady retiring, he's still, even though he didn't make it to the Super Bowl, he's still retiring on top. He was, like, the number one in, like, passing yards. Like, discussions of MVP. Like, I mean, he's still going out on top. He's still playing at a high level, like at his age. He's what, 43, 44?
Something like that. 45 even?
He's not 45 yet. I think he's 43, 44.
Oh, it doesn't. Either way. And then that's pretty much all I got to say about it. I think we'll see in the coming weeks whether or not.
And I'm sure we'll touch as the weeks go on.
Yeah,
especially the next 2 weeks. I feel like we'll be talking about this again probably next episode.
Oh, yeah.
Next episode. Like, because I'm sure as more stuff will come out. Or at least maybe an announcement will be made. And we should have some coaching announcements, I feel. Or like where I'm curious to see, you would think it would have to be soon where Aaron Rodgers is going to go.
Well,
will they not make that announcement until after the draft?
They'd have to see where he goes
or
first.
Before.
Where Aaron Rodgers goes?
Yeah, if he's Aaron Rodgers, if he's gonna, I want a statement from Aaron Rodgers. Is he staying with Green Bay or he's gonna look elsewhere?
No, why would he say that? He's gonna wait until he gets an offer. Then he'll take.
Probably be hush.
Let's get you measured. Stop trying to avoid it.
Do we have
y'all
to,
haven't known yet, Sweet Aries here herself said last week, her words, that she was going to get measured live on stream. So I happen to bring a tape measure home this time.
No judging once he measures me, okay?
And let's see, 4 foot nothing. There we are. Here's where I think you're going to fall.
Okay, yeah, I'm taller than that. I'm taller than 4 foot.
That's not 4 foot. This is my prediction. I made it. You're just in time, Blaze. You're just in time. So if y'all want some last minute guesses in the chat on, let's just say how many inches is Sweet Aries. Sweet Aries, how many inches tall? So my guess, I'll say my guess last. But let's just say my guess is under 60.
I was gonna say 59.
Okay, we'll see.
58 to 59.
412, 411, 4.5.
4.
Not really sure what 4.5.
412. 412. There's no 412. Inches. 412 is 5 foot.
Yeah, 60 inches.
60 inches. 54. I know I'm taller than 54 inches because you had to be that tall to ride a ride at Six Flags, and I know I'm tall enough to ride that ride.
I've seen her get measured plenty of times. Come on.
Do we have to? I'm stuck. I can't do it. I'm stuck. I'm trapped.
Don't say you're stuck.
Why can't I say I'm stuck? I'm gonna have to lift these legs up.
You know what you got. You know what you got. Come out of those.
I'm leaving my slippers on.
Come out the slippers.
Well, then that's not fair, because then I'm shorter.
Of course, that's the point.
I should be up against the wall.
Why? What difference? Get you up against the wall. All right, how am I going to do this here? Let's do it this way. And survey says you are actually. Are you standing on your tippy toes?
No.
Stop that.
I'm not standing on my tippy toes.
Come on, stop it.
Damn it.
Damn. What's your 3 inches?
Was I 5'1"?
No, you wish. Stand, stop that. You are. I mean, you're like
4'11".
58 and a half.
Oh my god, I'm 4'11". You like 58 and a half. What am I? 58.75. Like
58 and a half inches. So, to make that clear, that's 4 foot 10 and a half. No slippers, Blake says. Darn, surprised it wasn't. You are to be continued. Oh, that would have been good. Oh, y'all better stick around for episode 4. That'd been funny.
What?
If I'd have just been like, you are. Find out next time.
And I think next week we measure Lyle and see how tall he is.
That's 4'8"? No, that's not 4'8".
I'm not 4'8", Blaze.
What did I say? 58 inches. Right?
That's 4'11".
No, 58 inches. And that's 4.8. That's not 4'8". 4.8 is entirely different, but we measuring carnage next time. I mean, if you really want to, do that right now.
We measure him and see how tall. Well, he is. How tall y'all think he is? Because he's not tall. If we have a child, our child is doomed. And be very.
Hold on, let me go get my slippers.
You gotta take that hat off. I had to take my slippers off.
Where are we at? Go up to the button. There you go. That's how you find out anyway.
You are 65.6.
That's what? 65. I don't even add the 0.6.
So he's
5'5".
5'5".
So you really say 4.8 is different? It is. 4.8 feet is not 4 feet 8 inches. Though.
I'm not 4. I would be legally a certified dwarf, and I would have a special card, and I wouldn't be able to drive.
Let's
or have a special
find
vehicle.
a raid. Because this was too much fun. Any chance we could raid my boy Camille Terran 206 after today? It's his birthday, and the homie is streaming.
Well, guys, it's been fun. I'm going to be sad when this ends. 2 more episodes left. I'll have to do my own show.
Dwarf card? I know. I'm just going to move on from that.
Like, it's a special card. Like,
just...
Okay. I'm sorry.
Let me just pull them up here. Make sure everything's good.
Is it a tiny card?
Take over Carnage's channel. She's definitely going to be doing some streams soon.
It's like something on your license, I believe. Like my friend had one, and he had like a special license, because he was like what was he? 2'9"? 2'8".
2'9".
He was short.
Not much more than you.
No.
You had like a foot on him, maybe. So
he came up to my knee.
He was like 3.
Or maybe not my knee, maybe my hip.
All right,
he came up to my hip. He came up to my hip. Have a good night, guys.
This woman's lost her mind. We're gonna raid Camille. Was this a friend you looked up to? No. But
he was short.
Yeah, that's gonna be that. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching.
See you next week.
Next week we'll be doing episode 405, where we will be covering the Pro Bowl, whatever all-star antics we can find.
We'll talk about the halftime performance. That's what I'm excited about.
After really stretching her stories. Oh damn, I missed it. Hey, well, episode 1 and 2 can both be found on YouTube.com. Dark Mode Gaming TV.
And he'll put the episode up. The next one.
This one will be up soon. Yeah, soon.
Soon.
So go check out the homie Camille real quick. He is streaming Bus. I don't know what he's streaming. He's just chatting. It looks like it's his birthday. Go say what's up to him. Until then, y'all. Next week. Peace.
Peace.
Gotcha or gotcha. I don't know.